So I am the architecture library director, and I work to make the students feel more welcome. We run a lot of different programs throughout the year. One of the most fun ones is game night. Students will come in, they'll bring their own board games. We have board games there. So everyone gets together, they bring their own games, they build relationships with each other, they become friends in a different way. So it's not just somebody that they know in class, it's somebody that they've spent time with outside of class and have really gotten to know. So it helps build relationships in a non-academic setting. We have a lot of diverse students, and the flags that are in the library recognize them and the uniqueness that they bring to the community on campus and in our department. There are cultural nights here once a year where the students get to showcase their talents that reflect their culture. One year we had a student who was from India and she did some Bollywood dancing. So it's always really neat to see what the students bring in from their communities. We have the best library on campus, and I say that because we are very much more relaxed. I never go around shushing people. I encourage people to sit around and talk. We have couches, we have snacks all of the time. Sometimes I'll even bring in treats on Monday mornings when I bake over the weekend. So we just have a very casual atmosphere in the library just to even begin with. And then people will come together and study and sit, and sometimes even in between studios, students will come in to relax and to just take a break from class. And so it's a very casual environment, but it's also a very friendly place where everyone can get together. There are quite a few different types of learning styles. The library provides the opportunity for students to learn differently. So they can come in, they can have a kinesthetic experience by touching the books. It's also a visual experience. They can actually see models from past students. They can see all the birdhouses from past students. So they get to see, touch, and experience work from their peers. It also helps de-stress a little bit. When things are a little overwhelming, they have the opportunity to come someplace to relax, unwind, and prepare their minds for their next lesson or project that they're going to be working on. So at the beginning of the school year, they had a large mentor program, which was great. Upperclassmen got to meet with the freshmen. They got to sit down and talk one-on-one with them. It was a very relaxed setting. There was lots of food, there were lots of games, and it gave an opportunity for the students to make connections. So when you first walk through the door, things can be a little intimidating, but having that support, knowing that there's somebody who's been through it already that's there for you, that kind of gives the freshmen, the new incoming students, a step up because they feel like they're part of something and they are very welcomed into the program. We actually have vespers every month. The students come into the architecture library and we'll worship together. Often they'll have guest speakers come in and give the vespers. Students will also give vespers, so that's a really nice additional thing that students can do to worship God. There are worship at the beginning of most of the classes here. Since I'm the librarian, I try to incorporate that in different things. We have Bible verses on the wall. I openly will talk to students about what they're going through and how God can help them. So there's always a very God-centered focus here. The students get the opportunity to travel all over the world. I actually was very honored to get to go on one of the trips to Rwanda and see the students work firsthand. And it was just incredible to see what they were able to do and how much of an impact they would actually have on the community through this project. They actually designed a master plan for the university, which will have an impact on the university as well as the community because they are planning on building a medical center. And this is all based off of the designs that the students created. And being next to the wood shop, I can also see a lot of the things that the students are working on. A lot of the projects are focused on helping the community, reaching out. So they're providing a service that will share God with the people around them, which is wonderful. So it's not just something that happens here It's something that happens everywhere that the students go. The students, a few years ago, worked on container clinics that were shipped to the Congo, and it helped people get medical services that they would not necessarily be able to get. And so this was an opportunity for the students to create something that would help other people around the world and have a very meaningful impact on their lives. We would love for you to join our family. For more information, please visit our website.